So boys, we are seeing lots of layoffs due to AI. In fact, in yesterday's video, we showed how ClickUp is reorganizing their entire company around this concept of the 100x employee. Basically, one person that's able to leverage AI to do the job that normally 100 people would do. And what's interesting about that story too is that those employees are not being paid less. Basically, all the employees that are being laid off, all of their salary is being poured into those 100x employees. And I know a lot of people are hesitant or skeptical that any of this is real, but I'm the marketing director for, if you're new here, I'm the marketing director for a SaaS company. We do about 4 million in annual recurring revenue. We've seen consistent growth over the past several months. And I'm just using AI in a lot of cool ways, and I just want to share them. I just want to share how we're using AI to grow our SaaS company, and that mentality, kind of how that mentality is manifesting right now. I'm definitely not a 100x person yet, but this concept is basically leveraging AI to be much more efficient and effective. So there are a few things that happen, and one of the things I want to talk to you about as well is how we've, some of our strategy that we've leveraged to get basically a 10 to 20x increase on the referrals for traffic from ChatGPT. ChatGPT has started to refer our company and our SaaS platform in a lot of cool ways, and that's a much higher LTV. The people that come from ChatGPT stay longer. They have a higher intent to purchase. So that's going to be kind of the North Star. Anyway, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. I want to start by just sharing some cool ways I used AI this week as the marketing director for this $4 million annual SaaS company. So one way that I think is important is using AI to quickly analyze and assess the effectiveness of ad campaigns. One of the things that I think people get wrong when they're running ads, at least on a smaller scale, is saying, oh, we just wasted $1,000, we didn't get conversions, Meta ads don't work, YouTube ads don't work, Google ads don't work, TikTok ads don't work. But that's not really the way that we leverage it. We run short-term tests to see, hey, can we get any conversions? No, okay. Where are we getting, let's rerun it a different way. Let's change up the copy. Let's reverse engineer it. Let's make sure that all of our links and our landing pages operate correctly. And so in any event, anytime we run a marketing campaign, we either consider it a win or we consider it a learning activity, because $1,000 towards an ad campaign and then not seeing a return, some people might say that was a huge loss, but we don't look at it that way. We look at it as, what did we learn? And at the end of whenever we shut off a marketing campaign, I will write up an assessment about what went right, what went wrong, what we learned, what we might think about moving forward. And one of the things that's really cool with these platforms now, whether it's Meta or Google, is they all have AI assistants. And it just really shocks me that people don't understand that all these platforms have AI assistants. I get questions from people, I'm like, well, did you ask the AI assistant? I'm like, no. I'm like, ask the AI assistant. Anyway, after these ad campaigns are done, you can just ask the AI assistant within that campaign manager, what do you think? And some of the stuff it gives you is really, really good. It gives you like condensed charts and graphs. You don't have to do like the whole readout of the campaign. It gives me something that's really digestible that I can add to the file for myself, future marketing representatives, for leadership, etc. Some of the stuff is not good though, and we'll cover this a little bit more in a moment, but basically, I think one of the mistakes that people are making now is copy and pasting, sending over a bunch of AI slop to other people and expecting them to digest it and go through it. That is not what your job with AI is. Your job with AI is to leverage AI to take a blank sheet, fill it out, and then delete half of it. At least that's the way I see it. So you have to take what AI gives you, put it through your unique skill set, and then come out on the back end with something that's more useful. The second thing that we've really been using AI a lot for in the org is for YouTube. And YouTube is actually a pretty critical part of the ChatGPT referrals that have been happening. But we use AI for YouTube research. We use a lot of AI for repurposing YouTube videos, whether that's into blogs, into transcripts, subtitles, social media posts, a lot of different things. I'll post links down below. 3 of my favorite AI tools for that would be vidIQ. It's mandatory when it comes to YouTube SEO. It helps me come up with titles for this channel as well, and even more. Cast Magic is my go-to for creating show notes, rewriting, just basically taking anything that's written and turning it into text. Sorry to relocate. The lawn team just came over and just like completely crashed out my site. Anyway, vidIQ, crucial. Cast Magic, crucial. Another program I really like is Descript. That's great for video editing, AI video editing. Those are a few tools that we use, and I think YouTube is really fundamental. Obviously to me as a YouTuber who's posting 6 days a week, YouTube is really fundamental, I think, to success, and AI is really an important part of what I do there. And by the way, if you're interested in how I'm scaling on YouTube, put a comment below. I've been thinking about putting together kind of like an entire framework that just like really piles everything together, maybe even doing some sort of like coaching or consulting on that. I don't know, maybe, we'll see. You only have time for so many things during a day, you know what I mean? But I just think that YouTube is huge and I love it. And anyway, more of that. Okay, the third thing that I want to talk about here today and how we're growing our SaaS platform is ChatGPT. And as I had mentioned, the references that we've been getting for ChatGPT have really skyrocketed. I mean, we're going from getting about 10 to 15 leads coming from ChatGPT a week to now we're looking at about 200 plus, and it's pretty impressive. As I mentioned earlier, the people that come from ChatGPT they engage for longer, a little over 60 seconds. They have a higher LTV when they convert. They're just a higher intent audience. And I think that, we're in the golden age, and there's a lot of, I think, companies out there that they try to kind of like blow smoke at you and that they've got the tool that gets you ranked. And I'm not going to say they have nothing there, but I don't know, I'm a little skeptical. The reality is, I think, when it comes to ChatGPT, a lot of this comes down to traditional SEO, right? Are you writing blogs? Do you have the proper metadata and schema set up on your website? Are you on YouTube? Are you on Reddit? All that stuff, I think, really matters. And by the way, I'll talk about this a little bit more in just a second, but just asking Claude Cowork to go into your backend and review your WordPress site or your website to look for opportunities is a really good way to find ways that you can really quickly optimize. And in fact, what will often happen with Claude Cowork is it will give you a bunch of recommendations and you can just say, okay, can you go and do it? And it will just do it for you. And that's the mentality of a 100X employee. It's someone who says, just do it, right? So I thought I would share that also. And that's one of the things that I actually went through this week, and it showed some things we were doing good, showed some things we could do better. And one of the things that it showed was, we need to add a couple links on the site for web crawlers to make it easier for LLMs to search. And so I said, can you write those up for me? Boom, done, sent it over to my dev team. After I looked at it and reviewed it, sent it over to my dev team, and now it's live on the site, which will hopefully give us another boost. What I also did was I went into ChatGPT and I started typing in some prompts, some questions that our ideal customer would type in. And that was really enlightening, I think, both for me and for this team, because there were certain things that we are very well known for. And there were certain things that we thought we were well known for that we weren't getting referenced at all. So I thought that was illuminating. And also, one of the things that I got when I was using Claude Cowork to do that research was it had referenced a number of blogs that were highly referenced on ChatGPT. It gave me about 6 to 7 of them, 6, 7. And I noted that we were referenced in 4 of them, 2 of them we were not. And so I went over to our affiliate partner, or our affiliate director, and I said, hey, I believe we have relationships with these 2 companies. Could you reach out to them and see if we can get added to these 2 blogs? Because that's a missed opportunity. And again, this is all trial and error. The age of answer engine optimization we're still very new in it. But I wanted to share that because going from getting 10 referrals a week to pretty consistently getting 200 referrals per week and seeing a higher lifetime value from those users is pretty big time, I think. And this is the type of stuff that I'm thinking about when I think about what does it mean to be a 100X employee. It's finding those opportunities, it's sending out your AI agents to do work, it's knowing when and how to delegate to humans, and it's just an interesting world. Guys, if you like today's video, smash the like button, click on yesterday's video too. We'll put a link to it here. Yesterday, we talked about how ClickUp is just churning house, and then we get deeper into this concept of a 100X employee. And frankly, who's gonna even be hireable and employable in this new world? All right, check it out, boys. See ya, peace.